pANcada. Crow. Less. Sugar Zero. Saadhak. TENNN. Sacy. Aspas. XQQ. BCK.
To a 4v4. Spike going to be planted. I don't doubt that's going down. Depth, though, happy to dive in, put life on the line for this. pANcada a little lower. Boombot there. Do they swing this? Not yet.
Crow's actually still posted up. He actually gets dealt with. Depp will find his second now, though. And actually,
how's Depp standing?
How?
Finally goes down. pANcada the last one there, and a little bit of an up and over from Sugar Zero. And they do work this one out. I was amazed that Depp kept his life for that long.
I mean, look how disconnected Les is.
Super ratty position. The timing should be fantastic for it as well. Lovely work from Les, very heads up, keeping control of the longer flank, but also the TP on audio cue. Now, on the other side of things, though, ZETA did finally get a bit of success. Crow to take down Saadhak, and the burst towards the site. One favorable kill, but it's instantaneously traded back. And again, the last two players for ZETA already tagged up in the time, being purchased perfectly. And Laz looking good at it, but still he's got to get a move on. pANcada just playing the time here, slipping away towards long. Flash gonna come out, does not quite find him. They're running out of time, and they're running out of options here, Mike. It's just Laz alive, and it does not matter. Loud, with just keys to the castle there. It's a gamble though, and the timing. Laz makes a meal of it. I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't look good. And now the pressure's gonna start mounting, coming in as well. Look who's flying on in! aspas! Barely got his feet on the ground before he was left for dead, and now we're down to a 4v3. Sugar Zero, TENNN, and Depp still standing, but the plants in and the ults have already come out. You can see Sacy as well, all ready to go if they need it. No threats shown just yet. Sugar Zero warded away from CT. Is there any way back in?
You can already see as well, pANcada disconnected with this orbital strike, and there's no flank coming through, so the fact that the clock has run down this much already, pANcada just finds a blind one. 10 will fall. That should be the round done now, whether or not even these weapons are able to be saved. As Loud try and challenge back through spawn. The operator, the one you ultimately want him to hold on to, but the flash is good.
Yeah, he's gonna be hunted, and he's gone. Operator removed. Loud, I've got to say, it felt like it was all banking on long there, Mike.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's on the outside going to come out. That's going to give Depp a little bit of timing to play with. Not too much anymore. This is precarious. Why are you out in the open? Les wants it and he gets it. Clutches down Depp. Now the ult going to come through as well. Buy a couple more seconds and maybe a little bit of an overreach there. Sacy going to punish Crow. Blaz on the trade. Saadhak on the swing. Can't get to the back of the site. So hyper aware of it. It's time to run. Pull the plug and get out of there. But pANcada, can you just time?
He's got an operator, so if he gets pinched here.
They're on the TP. He's still alive, but only for a second. And now it's Sacy in a 1v3, maybe a little more feasible this time. Horn back up in 4. He needs 1 for free, and to be able to keep his life, he needs no trade. Now the paranoia is starting to build. Surely he knows there's going to be 2 here. The timing on this utility, it's got to be, yeah, he's got to know now. The flash goes in, doesn't find it. Spots 1, gets 1. The second, the spray, not good enough. TENNN keeps ZETA in this.
Here.
I mean, aspas has still got double satchel here, so he could get himself onto site.
The timing of the flash. Depp has nowhere to go. He has to stand and fight this for now. Going to dip himself in towards the smoke and try and maybe depend on his teammates for a second. But aspas did still have that pain shell. Going to isolate Crow. Trade comes out. Depp still standing.
Oh my God.
Depp still fighting. Huge pick towards Sacy, and they're holding at the front lines. Unbelievable. And Saadhak's getting surrounded. He's got a player behind him as well. Saadhak has nowhere to back to. He has to take the fight now. Oh, he tries to go for 10, but he's outdone him. And this is stabilizing work for ZETA. They needed this. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Lad's going to be standing. Okay, just a shot in the dark. Fair enough. Seeker's going to come out. That confirms everything. He goes back in. A little brazen for my taste into this, but TENN considering maybe taking the space towards shower, ensure some safety here because there's so much pressure coming through on short. 25 seconds, going to try some buy at least a little bit of time, but the molly not going to really deny too much. Plant's now in. TENN's position will at least keep some space here. This post plant won't be all that comfortable.
It really isn't, but even numbers at least. Not a lot of utility to work with as well on the side of Loud. Crow just about got his fault line back up. Tap on the spike. Actually doesn't even draw a peak just yet.
TENN just flew in, and pANcada makes light work of 2, leaving it all down to depth. Where'd you find a fair fight here? You just don't.
No, back away. Try and hold on to this operator.
Yep.
Again, the economy comfortable enough, but don't really want to be giving this over to Loud as well, especially with some of these rounds playing out a little slower than anticipated. Double flank coming through here. It's Depp and TENN. Les is going to have his hands full here. Actually spots it out. Depp goes for the peak, but tagged up. TENN there to pick up the slack on the other side. That's actually both snake bites removed. Whether or not Les was going to rely on those in his post plant.
The gap's getting closed as well. TENN going to be here on the doorstep, knocking on the door. pANcada answers it, greets it with a smile, no problems there.
He's got his orbital strike.
Another chance, and you're right, another key tool ready to go if required. And Depp going to do everything he can. And can he find Saadhak? The bomb flash is so good, he sends it to the dark.
He's got a strike!
He flies in! And he gets flown out. Saadhak holds a nerve, and honestly, Loud. Big half here, 7-5. Laz. The timing's everything on this. Who gets it? Okay, spots maybe 2 there, I'm pretty sure. Flash comes in, going to buy some time. Needs to fall away and actually leaves Depp to take up that mantle. Depp still unfazed by this. Can get a little aggressive, the follow-up flash.
Utility.
So much utility, but no intent behind it yet. Pitch dealt with. Laz turns, takes down Sacy. ZETA holding the line. And Laz will not relent. Gorgeous work from Laz.
Wow.
Brilliant. Spike now down, and Laz towards CT, and the timing's great. ZETA find 2 in combination on opposing sides of this post plant and bring it back to a favorable situation. HP not pretty though. Depp and Laz low.
We have to fight this one back through actually. Depp position behind here. And Loud just can't find any peaks. ZETA not giving anything away. Want to hold on to this post plant as best they can. Sacy and pANcada both out now. The burst falls. The trade comes through. Last player Depp though, he's very low HP, 22.
What does he do with this? Sacy facing his fear. He's holding it
my
down.
God.
He's not gonna stop Sacy. Unbelievable, taking his life in the end as well. And that's brutal for ZETA.
Sacy actually picked off a little ahead of the curve here.
Huge opener, and you can see pANcada just in panic mode, has to try and slip away from this. You probably have to fall all the way to CT here. ZETA have got the site. Crow's going to get the plant down. There's 4 to try and play back in. What do we have? One smoke, ult. Actually, a little bit of utility still left with Loud, so they do have the option to try and work this one back in. There's the ult going to come down, but you can already note it. ZETA sitting deep
wise
to this.
to it. Very wise to it. I think they've seen that that's up and they don't want to prioritize the lamp. So actually the swing from Depp is no good. Punished by Saadhak.
Yeah, but TENN's still here, and TENN likes to turn it up. Turns it only into 1 kill. Quick trade comes out. pANcada still stands, and we got a 3v3. Let's look at those post-plant positions. Any late game utility. Crowstars a little bit to bring into play. Notes the spike is no longer being committed to. The molly's in. Crow's going to try and fight this one out, but it's all down to Sugar Zero.
The molly's won the round.
At the time, they don't have it. They got to back away. TP out. ZETA taking the lead here.
Wow. ZETA.
And
look at the backstab.
He's found another way in. TENN
immediately.
Unleashing straight to CT. Overcooks it a little towards pANcada. But that's not even where they're going. They're still looking towards A. Depp striding in. And now there's got to be an answer. There has to be some stopping power coming through from aspas potentially. Or that later position kicking in for Sacy over towards shower. Has the Horn still to invest if he needs it. The plant just tapped, not committed, and the fight comes out. He draws out Sacy into the fight. Crow wins that, and now player advantage.
See, pANcada the one to find that, so no showstopper just yet, but it's online now. And actually immediately wants to rip it out. Aspas will find the one. This Laz now in a 1v2. Actually, the flank coming through. Does he consider this?
When's he turn? Does he ever turn? He does.
He's turned the wrong way.
Tim, he has no idea where Les was coming from. A shot in the dark and he goes astray. TENNN though going to be the first one forward, trying to make them hemorrhage players, and he does. Finds another. His entry work has been sublime. The follow-up not so good. Les gets the better. And the spike's not down yet, so this is not as safe as they'd like it to be. But the plant going to come through. And Crow's going to hold on to this, and it looks like Loud want to fight back right now. Paint shell towards the site. He's got a swing. Can he make anything of his life? No. And it's just a brutal battle, and Loud come out on top of this. Leaving Sugar Zero in a 1v4. The spike scene just being diffused in front of his face. There's nothing to say. It's 10-10. Louder back in the game.
I mean, Laz is going to have his hands full here.
Laz, no! The beating heart of this team. Laz will not relent. Goes back in for more. The flash to go as well. Laz is trying to lock this one down, leaving aspas, Les, and pANcada reeling off the back of this one now, isolated over towards T side. 2 tucks towards CT that can't make it back in now. And Laz can sit on this. The rest of Loud need to be doing the heavy lifting here to try and find their way back in. And the timing, no. This could be heartbreak. Laz goes back and checks. Paint shell now committed. Laz has to fall off this. Responds with the flash to try and slow down the roll. Investment of utility. aspas is drawing the attention. The rest of Loud are closing in, but Laz, heart still beating, still finding the kill. That's 3 this round, leaving just Les alive. And ZETA, I can't believe it. They might be pulling this one back to 11-11. It looks likely. Les can give it a try. He can try and catch him on the way out, and Crow says no. It's 11-11, Mike. It's closed up again. And do they? Yeah, they're picking up the pace off the back.
They catch a Sacy. Oh my God.
He almost had him dead to rights. aspas, Sacy, and pANcada now sweating bullets on the side. Do they commit to the back of this aspas? He's got the wall in front of him. Does get caught. Gets thrown. Yes! They've just traded. Sugar Zero going to take down Sacy, but there's still
oh my
someone
God.
among us here. aspas, how are you? Like, oh my God, aspas! How has he found this many kills here? And he's gotten away with his life. Gun out, he finally goes down. Still doing damage in a 2v3. Deb needs a miracle now. Sugar Zero, 30 HP, pANcada's there. It's surely going to be 12. Deb, do you have it in you? 20 seconds. 3 to find. And aspas just murdered your team. He's been surrounded. He can hear the steps. He can see the players. Loud going to make it to 12. How did aspas do that? What a time for it to hit for Loud. 12 now on the board. Map 1. Not done yet, but looking better. And ZETA once again picking themselves up, trying to have this aggressive approach. And they have the players now relatively deep. But Loud are so prepared for this depth, and 10 go down. They've lost their front line completely. And this is where the issues really start to mount. The spike left loose, and Les filling that gap. Saadhak by his side. ZETA now down to just 1, and Laz is dead and buried. Loud pick up map 1 here, and in some fashion.
In the blink of an eye, it's all over.
Wow.
Again, we had to see that pace from ZETA the last few rounds, indicative of how we expected them to play this, but Loud, man, recovering when it mattered.
Going to be listening to all of this. Notes. Plenty of players on the cross, but only going to get 1. aspas goes down, but the plant can be tapped. Sugar Zero trying to fill the void, but the trades come out, and it is a brutal bloodbath. Laz, the last one standing. And ZETA off to a great start here.
But noted, he's actually noted on the drone. I think he gets spammed a little bit through the smoke.
Oh, Sugar Zero alive. He's scrambling for cover. He's scrambling for any semblance of safety, but he stays alive. And aspas on the side, though. Going to make light work of depth, so that's something. There's so many rotations here early on. There's still so much to break down, and aspas, he's just a blunt object and is slicing through them somehow. 3 kills already. Sugar Zero still standing, surprisingly tucked towards hell, but it feels like a matter of time until he's taken out of his position. What? He just leans into the smoke, brings it back to a 2v2. The spike's on the move. pANcada ain't sticking around. Does he dare go back to this? They don't quite. Well, they're going to know 10's near enough bite with this. Do they commit off the back? Oh, 10!
Beautiful.
Quick as lightning to take down Les. And that is the go signal. pANcada wants nothing to do with that, but he's only got 10 seconds to get here. He's got to get a wiggle on now.
10 seconds left.
We get the plant, but I mean, 10's going to be able to close the gap. A smoke coming back up in 7 seconds. If he can get this one way towards stairs, he actually opts to come back towards lane here. And 10 cautious of pANcada playing this a little more aggressive. Actually, pANcada gives it. He comes out of that with 36 HP.
10's surely coming off the better in this one. A tap on the spike. Alarm bot to the left. 6 bullets left in the mag. Panic ensuing now. pANcada closing in, and they just they evade each other. TENN almost had him, but pANcada somehow so cool under that pressure.
Did aspas spot the barrel there? I think he did.
Might have
He's
done.
actively clearing this. The timing's disastrous for him though.
Yeah, and Depp not going to follow that one up. He's got problems on another field. Now, that lockdown, yeah, could be a problem for one, but Depp finally smoked off. They actually take Crow down on the way in, so ZETA now in danger. TENN's got a note that, wait, they don't clear this. Sacy just walked on past, gonna pop down the lockdown of his own. Completely unawares of this. And ZETA has a second chance at life. A quick TP out for pANcada. He wants to get the hell away. Over towards the A site, shut that door. Certainly not born in a barn. I'm trying to get a plant down, but look who's quick to this again. Sugar Zero, not far away now. They've got to play together. It still has utility to invest, still has the paranoia. Smoke goes up. They want that door gone. It's 3 towards heaven and 1 towards door. He's picked the right fight to go for, but Depp gets to keep his life. And he's going to toy with him. Time, oh my word, pANcada steps in. And this time TENN shows him out. Diffuse going to come in. This aspas just going trailblazing his way through. Nothing slowed him down. They had no idea he could get to this point. Loud so fast in this round. aspas going to get the rifle to hand, but Lad's still on top. The flash comes in, but he goes down. And TENN in the blink of an eye. The rest of his team has just been shredded.
Massive pace change from Loud. Completely blindside ZETA. No real opportunity to find value with the operator. Sacy, the one to close it out. Finds the kill with his Hunter's Fury as well. Amidst that chaos. ZETA, they're walking mid here.
TENN has to give away a little bit of the indicator towards this. Takes a fair amount of the contact, but up and over the wall they go. Les just walks in and gets his head removed. Depp, comfy with that. Gonna try and slip away. That's a rifle to be recovered. A second shot at it! And he goes back for more! Catching Sacy completely unawares. What a fumble here from Loud. They're gonna be kicking themselves.
This is where actually you look towards ZETA to have these factors to convert the round. Swing it back in their favor. Blade Storm still in action here. pANcada doing his best to fake an A-site hit, but look at the minimap here. aspas is all the way towards B main. Actually, Saadhak unsure of what to do here.
They need aspas to get this space. They need it fast. pANcada can only sell this for so long. They could already be going, well, this feels a little offbeat now. He's actually following him with this. They're committing towards this. With all that clear to it. And that knife is incredibly telling. And now you're sweating. Now you're not happy with the choices you just made. Now you're alone, and pANcada has no really way to deal with this. Yes, support's on the way, but aspas is a mile off. And he's got players 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and it does not matter. ZETA, depending on Depp in a round like this, and he just delivers. aspas, irrelevant to outcome with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds
Loud
left.
getting lost in this.
44 HP on aspas as well. He noted early on in the round, Crow really wants to spot him out. pANcada's done so well here to bait all of this presence on A. I'm not sure of the indicator that Loud are acting upon here. It baits the full rotation, and actually pANcada sticks the TP to backside. TENN's completely unnoted it. He's found the kill.
TENN so unaware at this point, and the site's now just free for the taking. They can flood on in. Nothing's going to stop it now. The spike's going to go down uncontested. And that's a lovely bit of play coming out from Loud. Pro does get a fair amount of connection. Up to work off that. Depp already with a step in towards the site, and Loud a little behind the curve, but still, the battle begins. The trade comes out in a 4v3. 3 for ZETA. Sugar Zero and Laz trying to make something out of this. pANcada's had none of it though. And what a response from Loud there.
He is unnoted to this point.
I don't think they noted Depp. No, so unaware. Catching Les completely blindsided by it.
The flash is perfect
he
as well.
Keeps going, Depp. He's herding them around the map now. And they just have to go towards A. They're just trying to commit towards this now. Sacy's going to greet Laz with a smile. And Sugar Zero's the one to try and do some damage on this. Depp's going to hear a whole lot, though. And the pressure starts to mount. He can't deal with it. pANcada has been bailing Loud out of some of these situations as well. Crow left in the 1v2. pANcada is low. 27 seconds is always a little bit of danger, but that is removed. Loud once again. Brilliant work there, noting that mid-presence coming out. Even with TENN doing damage like that, they still get across the line. It's towards A. Maybe see if they can test the nerve, and ZETA are up to the challenge. Depp caught less towards middle, trying to creep up short. Laz, unmoved towards hell, just holding his own, but Sacy? How's he got this many players? And once again, Saadhak and aspas. the damage comes in. It's like they are playing mental gymnastics with ZETA now.
Hunter Fury posted from deep here.
And look at the combination in timing. Crow did actually get pANcada, which is quite surprising. They still haven't quite broken towards the site. No 3v3, we look at the utility left. They're going to start running low here for Loud on the way in. There's that lockdown coming through.
30 seconds left.
And there's the response.
They're both actually going to cancel each other out, but Loud looking to still try and clear their way through. Aspas good for the one. Laz responds on less, but 30 HP has to back away.
Has to respect this now. Loud eyeing up getting the plant down. 10 seconds. Guard duty now called into effect for Sacy. Has to hold him safe here. Sprays him wildly, dips down towards hell, and now it's just him in a 1v2. TENN and Laz. Sacy with a almost had the fire on one.
Nearly had the shock dart kill on Laz.
Yep, getting real close to working that out. But the scoreline actually going to get itself back in a really good spot here. It's going to be 5-7, Mike.
Aspas having a quiet actual, okay, not a quiet one. He opens his up depth, chomping at the bit to find this first blood.
Oh, and the info off the back, it's just non-stop. Aspas ringing the bell, Crow's down as well. TENN and Laz, can you try and tell me a different outcome to this round? Because I'm not going to believe it until I see it.
It's just ridiculous. Aspas stands his ground and actually looking to seal the deal, but TENN responds. And actually the spam coming through.
Oh, there's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Gotta stand and fight, and Loud kicking things off, but what a way to begin for Aspas there. Gonna just shoulder check this, are you?
Surely not.
Oh, Laz, no! Easy work for Aspas, just waiting patiently.
The problem being that's the only flash. It's just the only thing really to force Aspas off any of these angles that he wants to re-explore in the mid-round now.
Crow going through the motions now towards middle. Saadhak with that flash ready. Underhand's lovely. Really good underhand. It actually going to get you two. It does. Look at this combination in utility. Loud. Beautiful in approach. That was actually perfect.
Actually, Depp going to find the opening. pANcada with a massive paranoia, but no kills. He's going to get closed down here.
I'm amazed that just happened. It felt as though he had potentially two for free, but Aspas now going to pick up the mantle, but actually missing the shot will at least allow them a little bit more step towards the site. And tell me how we've got here, but the flank's coming in. That's what worries me, that less is on the way.
Spike planted.
Whether or not ZETA actually going to adjust here in anticipation. Aspas down to 38 HP though. So he's got to be careful. He's got to land this shot.
It's do or die for him. Less though, timing now, everything. Do they even expect this? They look so vulnerable to it.
Crow's position.
His patience is going to pay dividends. Going to get two. Let's going to spot the third and finds it. ZETA crushed under the weight of Loud at the moment. This is now 11. ZETA looking a little lost here, Mike. I'm getting worried. The worries were on the half, but now they're starting to really peak. It looks all in. And who's on the other side? The close down. Dep's going to be charging on it.
He's blind as well. He still gets the kill.
Frag towards Saadhak. And the site is open. One towards shot, but the flank, it's so fast, Mike. There are two players on this flank, but it's going to note them. That's huge. Aspas, and now Dep quickly gets to work. He is on the case. Would you expect to? Dep, this is so dangerous. Two towards heaven, the swing from Aspas demolishes Dep. And now it's game on, locked down from either side. Gonna go with the fight, he's gonna split out three, and ZETA are charging up forward. pANcada now put to task. Laz gets depleted, they're putting everything on the line now. It's TENN and Crow. How much can you do? Loud in response saying absolutely nothing. Diffuse gonna come in, and Loud weather the storm and make it to 12. Mike can go up and playing ahead of it. Aspas with a punish. Finds Sugar Zero and gets away with his life. The shutdown going to try and come in. They're trying to close down on this. Aspas does the
Oh my god!
Oh, he finally goes down. Dep does get the better of him. Just about. And now we look towards the side. They're trying to come towards that B side. The spray and the pray from Sacy. And someone's answering this time, leaving just Crow alive in a 1v3. The reveal towards ZT, and he just can't do it. ZETA's heart's broken, but Loud roar their way through the game.
What a performance again. This is the kings of consistency here on Ascent defense, closing this one out so comfortably. And it's hard, but you can still see ZETA trying to drag themselves online, still playing with blistering pace here on Ascent. In the opens, Dep finding 7 first bloods here.